Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Strongman Personal Finance. In this video, I'm going to expose my entire budget. And principally, I want to show you how much children could cost you. Now, I'm not trying to discourage you from having little babies, okay? But you need to be financially prepared, and you need to have a good job and not be a freaking loser. Anyway, let's go ahead and dive into my budget. Now, this doesn't account for all of my income. The numbers you're going to see here are basically what I spend every month on different items. And I have some excess income usually come in every month from YouTube and side grifts. And that either gets thrown in the Roth IRA or in a taxable brokerage account. So, this is my budget. It is sorted by largest to least. We've got the budget item in column A, the monthly cost in column B, and the percentage of my total budget in column C. As you can see, the first and largest item, besides my schlong, is 401k contributions. I am currently contributing $1,716 a month into my 401k. This comprises 19.73% of my budget. Almost 20% of my budget is going to 401k contributions. This does not include the match. I get an additional match on top of that, 4.5%. So I'm putting roughly 25% of my budget, not my income, but my budget, into my 401k. The next item is my mortgage. It is currently $1,411. Now, it was originally $1,365, including insurance and property taxes. But as y'all know, there's inflation, and the real estate assessor in my community decided to raise my property taxes a little bit. So now my mortgage payment went up by about, $60, something like that, 50, 60 bucks. My mortgage is still pretty low. I think it's cheaper than most people's rent. I'll put it out there, okay? 2.89% interest rate. This will go up over time, and even when I pay off my home, I'll still have a payment because I have to pay property taxes and insurance. Next, the big one, boys, child support. That's right. I have 2 children. I am separated, soon to be single forever. And the judge and the jury has ordered me to pay $1,310 a month for child support. Now, I want you to sit back and imagine if I could put that into VT. But it's worth it. It really is for the children. In Virginia, child support's determined by income. Simple as that. It's very, in my opinion, it's actually a pretty legit, fair formula. They take your income, they take the spouse's income, and they apportion it that way. So yes, I send $1,310 of child support a month. This consumes 15% of my budget, okay? And I only have 16 years left, so we're getting there, guys. We're getting there slowly. Next, we have daycare, $1,120 a month. I split this with my queen, okay? So just daycare and child support alone cost me $2,430 a month. And thankfully, daycare will end in a couple years. We both work. I guess it wasn't good enough that I was the only person working. Now we both have to work. But daycare consumes almost 13% of my budget. Okay? And you're going to see all these colors. It's color-coded. Next, we have the Roth IRA. I put in $583 a month. It's not exactly $583. It's basically I have like extra money come in. Like maybe I have a good month on YouTube, or maybe I close a couple tax clients. Money comes in. I got spare cash. I put it in my Roth IRA. But it averages out to $583 a month because I max it out every single year. Okay? Next, I put this in the child category, but I'm actually paying off my van. As part of our agreement, I'm paying off the van. So every month, if you annualize it, I'm paying $561 on a 2.59% van payment that has $11,000 left. I could theoretically pay this off if I really wanted to right now. Well, not right now, but next week. But I don't. I'd rather just pay it off. Just get through it. And once that's paid off in about a year and some change, maybe a year and a half, then I have $561 more to invest. So before you know it, daycare and car payments are gone, and I have an additional $1,681 to invest. I'm currently investing Roth IRA plus 401k contributions for a total of $2,230. I'm going to get very rich very soon, unless I have more kids, which I will if I can. Sue me if you don't like it. Next, food, $500. This fluctuates, but I'm by myself, and then, of course, I buy food for the kids when they come over, and it averages out to about $500. Sometimes I'll go to lunch and have Chipotle, and I'd say overall it's about $500 a month. I could cut that a little bit, but I have room in my budget. I go to Chipotle once or twice a week. I don't think it's brutal. The vast majority of the money goes to eating at work or making food at home, okay? So about $500. Next, we have college 529s. I'm going to pay for my kids' college up front instead of being a dope and waiting until my kids are 17 and 18 before thinking about paying for college. I'm contributing $150 per month into my children's 529s, and it's currently the total balance there between their two accounts is about just under $10,000, and they're 2 and 3. So I think I'm going to be able to cover their college without really worrying about it. Okay, but no, just wait till the last minute, guys. Trust me. Next, we have entertainment, about $400 a month. Go hang out with friends, smoke a cigar, maybe have some beers. Various subscriptions, whatever. About $400 a month. I could cut this, but once again, you got to enjoy life a little bit, okay? I think I'm saving enough money, and my savings rate will increase dramatically in the next couple of years where I can go enjoy myself, okay? Sue me if you don't like it. Next, health insurance. This covers the kids. So this could theoretically go under the kids column as well. So if you included the health insurance, how much am I spending on my spawn? $3,548 per month. But my health insurance, this is a huge part of why I have a high savings rate, is because I have extremely cheap health insurance through the Army. Might even be $259 now, something like that. But it's not that crazy, okay? So these are my largest budget items. You can clearly see what consumes the vast majority of my income. Well, not the vast majority, but a huge portion of my income is my children. But over time, that'll go down. Unless I breed more, we'll see. Next, electricity, $75 a month, nothing crazy. Car gas, I'd say I probably spend about $75, maybe a little bit less. We could even drop that to $60. My HOA is $62 a month, freaking cheap. I'm the president, and I'm going to keep it that way. My internet went up to $55. I need to call Verizon. I don't know why my internet went up by $15, but it did. Sewer, I get a bill every 2 months from my city, and the bill's like, 93 or something. So I just average it out to a monthly rate where it's $46.50. The gym, I have a gym at a subscription at a local gym. It's $30 a month, $29.99, and then they have like an extra payment you have to make of $30 every December for equipment maintenance, which is just a cash grab. But that's the gym. I could go to the gym for free on the Air Force Base. I don't want to freaking do that. They can blow me. Water, about $25 a month. I really don't use a lot of water. Haircut, I usually get one haircut a month. Cost me about $24 with tip. I used to go on the base, but they suck, so I go to a local place now. Then we got a business expense here. I pay $22 a month for Dropbox. This is where I have all my stuff saved, et cetera, et cetera. It's basically exclusively for business. Home gas, this is my home gas bill. I have it, I guess, for my furnace. Now, all these home bills that are in the blue, most of these were like double or triple when I had a woman in the house, because they just consume. They consume and they consume. But when it's just me and I just have the kids occasionally, not that much. Business insurance, $20 a month, basically errors and omissions insurance. In case I screw up your taxes, which is impossible, check out my tax services. I'm a CPA. Business and personal taxes, anywhere in the United States, 100% virtual, upfront quotes. Cell phone, $20 a month. I use Mint Mobile. I think with the taxes, it rounds up to about $20 per month. I have an HVAC guy. HVAC, when you're a homeowner, is very important to maintain. You want to make sure your HVAC is good, because if your AC unit goes out or your unit in your garage goes out, it's going to cost you a fortune. So I gladly pay this man $200 a year to check my stuff twice a year. Gladly do it. It's totally freaking worth it, okay? Car insurance, I have a paid-off Ford Fiesta with no comprehensive or collision. I pay basically nothing for car insurance. I have an Adobe Acrobat subscription. I use this in my business. Google Drive, I use this in my business as well. specifically when I do free consultations with clients. I do 30-minute free consultations for anybody considering doing their taxes with me this year. Check out the pinned comment where you can book an appointment with me. Netflix and not chill. Unfortunately, I am not chilling at this moment, which is fine because I have more important things like making freaking money. I pay $7 a month for Netflix. This is like the lowest ad plan, super cheap. And Norton, which they just charged me, but it's $5 a month. This is for, internet security so I can, protect client data, et cetera, et cetera. And my total budget is $8,698 per month. And if you annualize that, I'm spending $104,000 a year. And then any extra income that I get, because I make, a little bit more than this, it gets thrown into taxable accounts, et cetera, et cetera. So to summarize this, let's see total spending by category. Total spent on kids, this is excluding the health insurance, consumes 38% of my budget. Yes, they are expensive, especially if you put them in daycare. And I count the car because the car is specifically bought for the kids. And I don't have the car. I just pay the car bill and I never freaking drive it. But it will be gone one day. Retirement, $2,300 a month. Most of this, the kid stuff, when it gets paid off, when it goes away, is going to retirement. And I'm going to get rich, baby. Home expenses, this includes a mortgage, all the monthly expenses, $1,700 a month. Thankfully, no major repairs. I did have to get an HVAC fixed. One of my AC units fixed. It's about $2,500. That was like almost a year ago, though. So occasionally expenses will crop up, which is why you should have emergency savings. But so far, no major issues. I'm in a new construction, so it's all good. And then I spend $89 on my business per month. However, I forgot to add YouTube Premium. I just added that. Excuse me. That's like $18. But when I file taxes, I have to pay fees to the website that I do taxes on. So every time I file a return. So that's an additional cost during tax season, but that's more than offset by fees that I charge for tax services. So I have a couple additional notes here. Check out my tax preparation services. I'm a certified public accountant. Don't miss out. I'm probably cheaper than your CPA and faster. All expenses that I pay go on my credit cards with auto pay. I have an automatic payment set up every single month that automatically goes and pays off the entire credit card balance in full. So I don't have to worry about paying interest. I never pay interest on credit cards, and I basically bank the rewards. I have a Fidelity card, and 2% of those rewards get deposited into my Fidelity brokerage, and then I just invest that in VT or Dogecoin or whatever. 401k is automatic. Roth IRA, I don't have an automatic purchase. My Roth IRA is in Fidelity. What I do is whenever I have enough cash, I just have $1,000 extra that I don't need for the month. Boom, throw it in the IRA. Boom, throw it in the IRA until it's maxed. And then once that's maxed, then I go ahead and put the rest in taxable. That's what I said there. And then the last note is the car payments. I'm paying it bi-weekly, which means you pay it off a little bit faster. The actual car payment is $508, but because I pay it bi-weekly, I'm actually paying a little bit more principal every year, which is why it said $516. So what do you guys think about this? Do you think kids are brutal for your financial future? I mean, even if I didn't, what you don't understand is that having a woman around is more expensive than this. Oh, baby, you have no idea. What do you guys think? Do you think my budget is outrageous? Do you think I'm saving enough for retirement? Am I going to be a brokey for the rest of my life? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Hit like, subscribe, check out my tax preparation services. I'm taking new clients at all times, and you guys have a wonderful, delicious weekend. Cheers!